Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm filming a kind of everyday makeup look tutorial. It's probably a little bit heavier than your normal everyday look, but it's simple. It's not too crazy or over at the top, and it's not too harsh. Today I am trying out the new Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette. I just got this in the mail a few days ago and I love it. It doesn't have a ton of colors in it, nor does it have a lot of like matte shades in it. You can't really see it too well in here, but it's a beautiful shade range. It's right up my alley with like the neutrals and a lot of like kind of cooler colors. I do tend to gravitate towards cooler colors nowadays instead of like the warmer ones. And I mean, who can hate a palette full of neutrals? I'm going to try out the new Tarte. It's the Rainforest of the Sea collection again, and it's the Skin Twinkle palette. Just makes me warm and fuzzy inside. I love it. I mean, how can you hate a palette like that? Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. I hope you guys like it. If you do, please click the thumbs up sign below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Right. Bye. So I have already moisturized my skin using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. So next step is I'm going to go in with my Benefit Professional, and this is to go in and hide any pores. And next I go in with my Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer. So I'm just going to work that all over the skin. Alright, now that I have my primer done, I do go into my eyes next. So I am going to go ahead and apply the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Shadow Cream. And this is in the shade Ivory Lace. So I like to just apply this first using my finger. I am using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush in order to blend this all in. And I just kind of like to work it all the way from the lash line up to the brow bone just to give myself a really nice even base to work with. Next, I'm going to go in with my Clinique. It's like a big fluffy shadow brush. And I'm going to go in using the Free Spirit from the Tarte palette. From the Tarte Tartelette palette. And I'm just going to work that all the way up to the brow bone where I applied that Estee Lauder base. And I'm going to take the Force of Nature color that is in the Tartelette palette as well. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. I always work my transition shade right above my crease and just kind of like to flick it out just a little bit. This is with using a smaller blending brush from Morphe. Okay, now that I have my transition color, I'm going to go use my new Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. And I am going to use the mermaid color, this kind of taupey color right there. And I'm going to use that to kind of blend in with my transition color. I'm going to go in with this seashell color, this light pink. It's really pretty, and I'm going to work that all over the lid. Wow, I love eyeshadow colors like this. They're kind of like coppery, pinky colors. They give me life. I have hazel eyes too, so whenever I go in with kind of like a pinkier hued color or a copper or a red, it always makes the green in my eyes stand out so much more. And I am just using a Morphe packing brush just to apply this just to the lid. Okay. Now that I have that lid color in, I'm going to give everything just a little bit of a blend, and I'm going to use my Lancome blending shadow brush. It's number 17. This brush is the ish. for blending. So I'm just going to give everything just a little blend just to make it a bit softer looking, because it is kind of an everyday look, so I don't want to go in with any harsh lines. Make sure everything's blended so it just looks nice and natural as you can get with a ton of makeup on. I'm gonna again go in with a kind of like a smaller Morphe blending brush, and I'm going to use this Starfish color right here. It's just kind of like a darker taupey color, and I'm gonna just work that on the outer V of the eye just for a little bit of added dimension. Just gently work that a little bit in the crease, but not too far in. I don't want it to kind of darken the look too much. I do like to go in with a liner. It could be a gel liner, a pencil liner, a liquid liner, and I do like to kind of run a little bit of that on my lash line. I'm going to run my eyeliner over my lash line in just short strokes. You don't want to go crazy and just try to do it all in one shot. That's the quickest way to mess up, and then your whole look is like ruined, because nothing ruins a look like messed up liner. So short strokes. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a flick just by extending the liner past my outer corner, just a little bit, nothing too crazy. So I like to take a kind of a darker shadow along the same color as the eyeliner and kind of just like pop it on there. It kind of softens the look up for me because I'm not a big fan of really harsh lines. Kind of softens it up, and also whenever you put a powder on top of a cream product, it does help it stay a lot longer throughout the day. For this, I am just using a really small angled brush. It's really thin and it just helps to place the product exactly where you want it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply my foundation, and today I'm using the Clinique Super Balance makeup. It's really great for kind of combination skin, even to oily skin. It's really good. It gives just like a very soft finish. It's not too heavy and it's not too sheer. It's a good like mid-range medium coverage foundation. I am just applying this using my Real Techniques makeup sponge. I love the Beauty Blender, but today I'm using the Real Techniques version. Alright, next I'm going to take my Naked Skin concealer, and I am going to pop this on the under eye. Help brighten that area up a lot. Okay, I'm gonna run a little down my nose, a little on my chin, and then I'm just going to blend that in. I'm going to set that using my Laura Mercier translucent setted powder. I am using the Real Techniques 300 brush. It is from their Bold Metals collection, and it is perfect for this under eye area. Since I do tend to get very oily during the day, I always go in and just set the rest of my face very lightly with a powder, and I either use a pressed powder or a loose powder. Today I'm using a Clinique translucent loose powder, and it's a very finely milled powder. I love it. It doesn't look too heavy or too cakey on the skin. It's very natural looking. And I just kind of tap it into the skin. And this is just going to fill in any like gaps that the foundation might have left on the skin. I'm going to use a Lancome bronzer. I think it's Sunswept, or maybe it's like Sunkissed or something. I'll link it down in the description box below exactly what it is and where you can find it. It's not like a super bronzy shade. It's not glittery, so it's not going to give you like that bronze goddess glow that a lot of people love. It's just going to kind of give you a little bit of warmth to the skin. Also using today the new Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. It's the Skin Twinkle palette. I saw this thing. Look at it. Like, how can you not love something that just has like two beautiful highlighters in it, and then even like an under eye setting powder? This thing is amazing. It has the two highlighter shades are called Sunlight and Moonlight, and Moonlight's a rosy pearl, and then Sunlight's a champagne gold. So I think, like, look at that. Those are so pretty. I think I'm gonna go in with the Sunlight shade, since my eyes do have kind of like a pinker tint to it. I think I'm gonna kind of go with like the pinker tint highlighter. I'm going to just dip my whole face in this. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna pop a little bit on the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Pretty. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Extra Dimension blush in Bareness, and it's kind of just like a, you can see my lights in there, and it's kind of just like a really soft peach color. It's matte, so it doesn't have any shimmer in it. I am using a Coastal Scents angled brush. For mascara, I'm not a big fake lash person. In fact, I don't even know how to put fake lashes on. I know, it's scandalous, but I actually have pretty naturally long lashes. So I find that just simple mascara like does me well on a day-to-day basis. And now I'm gonna apply lash primer. The one I use is Cils Booster XL from Lancome, and it's a white primer. So you gotta definitely make sure that whenever you do apply your mascara that you put it on every single lash, or sometimes that white primer tends to show through. And I am using a Lancome Hypness mascara for this. If I had to give up all my makeup products except one, I would keep mascara. I'm going to take, where is it? My eyeliner again, and I'm just going to run that gently on the bottom lash line. And another good cool thing about these liners is that they have a little smudger on the other end of the stick. So you just smudge your eyeliner and just kind of soften it up a little bit. Next, I'm going to take my Rainforest of the Sea palette again, and with a Coastal Scents, this is a kind of like a fat pencil brush, like a really fat pencil brush. I'm just going to dip it in that mermaid color again, this one. I'm just going to run it across the bottom lash line just to soften that liner. I'm not really necessarily trying to smoke it out. That's why I kind of went with a lighter colored eyeshadow, because it just kind of softens that line a little bit. And I'm going to take the Sand shade from the Rainforest of the Sea palette, and I'm just going to pop that in my inner corners. And for this, I am taking a Morphe pencil brush. It is a little bit skinnier and longer than the last one. I don't have a specific brow powder that I'm currently using, so I am actually going to take a little bit of the Force of Nature color, this one, and mix it a little bit with Wanderer from the Tarte Lip palette. Actually, no, I think I'm going to take the Dreamer with Wanderer. So, and hopefully if I mix those together, they won't be too far from a natural shade color. So with a very sharp angle brush, I'm just going to fill in my brows just a tad bit. I don't do a ton of work with my brows. They're not terribly thin, so I just like to kind of fill in like any little gaps that it might have. But my brows don't really have like the best shape, honestly. And I'm not a big brow person, and I have yet to actually figure out the best way to like give them an angle or anything yet. So I just kind of work with what I got. Then I like to take just a spoolie and just kind of go over my brows, just kind of run that powder through every little hair so it just kind of clings a little bit better. And then last for my brows, I just set it with a brow gel, and I'm using MAC's Clear Brow Gel, although it's not exactly clear anymore, to be honest with you. Pop that in to help set the brow powder. And for lips today, I'm going to use a new little sample I got from Marc Jacobs. It's a Marc Jacobs lip liner, and I'm not sure what color it is. It's the color that came in the nude lip set from Sephora. You know how they make like little sets once in a while, and this one's the nude one. I'll link it below. And then for my lip color, I'm going to use the Too Faced Melted Chihuahua Melted Lipstick. I love these. These are so nice. I love that little applicator too. Like, how perfect is that? Now, last but not least, set this puppy so it doesn't move all day. Alright guys, well this concludes this makeup look. If you liked it and you want to see more, just subscribe, and you can also comment below if you have any ideas of different makeup tutorials you would like to see, and I can try my best to appease everybody. If you liked the video, just push the lovely little thumbs up buttons down below. I will link a list of products down in the description box. So yeah, if you liked my channel, subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!